What's going on, Jerome? It's beautiful Thursday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, of course, the story du jour yesterday was we can never just have a normal offseason. Always got to be something. So, Diamond Dallas Turner, reportedly, from according to the Star Tribune, was scammed $240K bank fraud scheme. So, basically, someone called up Diamond Dallas Turner, said that someone's trying to impersonate you. And then they're like, hey, why don't you move your money? So then 2 payments of $120K went to dubious accounts. Now, a lot of this seems like an inside job, right? So getting those details from JP Morgan felt like someone's on the inside. Plus, Turner obviously was a mistake here, right? But also, where was the bank? Why wasn't the bank just like throwing up a red flags like, what? Wait, what were you trying to transfer to who now? To what now? I don't know. But again, if this is the extent of the weirdness of the offseason, I guess we'll take it. July 20th, quarterbacks and rookies report. Yes. Also, putting in that work, Aaron Jones turns 31 years young in December. Absolutely getting after putting in that work, grinding, growing and showing, all that stuff, right? So Aaron Jones had a great first year with the Vikings last year, hopes to build upon that. He and Jordan Mason look to become one of the best running back duos in the National Football League. It's going to be good to go. Speaking of birthday, I have no transition, but Brett Rippin-Ass, happy birthday to him. So decent backup. Obviously, the Vikings preferred Rippin to Jumpin' Jaron Hall, a.k.a. the Mormon Missile, last off season. And there's some talk that he could compete with Sam Howell. I think the job of Sam Howell is to lose, but I guess you never know. All right, and Rippin-Ass has to step up. Otherwise, Max Brosmer is just going to take over at quarterback 3. Certainly possible. Also possible, Jonathan Greenard, he may be the most underrated edge rusher in the game, right? So 12 sacks last year, should have been second team All-Pro at least, but made the Pro Bowl, third in the league in pressures last year with 80, and just clutch, absolute clutch. And all of Danielle Hunter forever, but Jonathan Greenard specifically in this Flores scheme, frankly, I think is a better fit than Danielle, right? Long story longer, he didn't get his flowers. Didn't get his respect. So Jeremy Fowler, ESPN, every single year does up the anonymous execs, coaches, and scouts, and blah, blah, blah. And they didn't have Greenard in their top 10. But honorable mention, elite motor with a really good rush, one of the most productive guys the last 2 years. Greenard recorded 24.5 sacks over the past 2 years. NFC executive. So I guess the fact that should have been top 10 easily. Also, the fact that Andrew Van Ginkel got snubbed here. It's okay. You have probably the best edge rushing duo in the National Football League, just getting no love. The haters and the losers have lined up. It's okay. Someone that is starting to get his flowers is the Vikings offensive line. On paper, on purpose, looks pretty damn good. And Trevor Sikkema over at Pro Football Focus, I truly believe that the Minnesota Vikings could have the best offensive line in the NFL. Now, if we remember, Trevor Sikkema was the one who also said that A.J. Brown is better than Jefferson. So, I don't know. But on paper, like we said, Darisaw, knocking on all the wood when he's healthy and good to go. Donovan Jackson, who's for real. Ryan Kelly, hopefully he can squeeze out a little bit at the tail end of his career. Will Fries, come back from that broken leg, major splash in free agency. And then Brian the Real Deal O'Neal. I mean, come on. The best offensive line in the game. I feel like right now, everyone's like, all right, show me. Oh, they're going to show you. They're going to show you. They're going to show you something nice. It's going to be nice. Very nice. I feel this is the most confidence I've had in the Vikings offensive line in a long time, especially the interior. It's going to be good. Yeah. Opposite of good is quarterback season 2. Although, apparently we make a cameo in it. Talk about when Kirk Cousins is crawling to the shore. Persuasion. Kirk Cousins really misses throwing to Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and compares them to an old high school college relationship. When you see someone dating the person you used to date in like high school or college, or like I used to throw to Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, and now someone else is enjoying doing that. What a terrible analogy. Like Kurt couldn't buy a better analogy. Like they didn't have a better one at Kohl's, 50% off. Although wasn't there Was there like a federal investigation into Kohl's where it's just like, hey, you just double the price and then mark everything 50% off? It's a scam. Stuff like that. I may have just made that up. I don't know, man. But either way, Falcons fans are straight up just sick of Kirk Cousins. Like, ripped him off from the money. He's a $45 million a year backup. So whatever. But Falcons putting this out. So yesterday it was 7-9, July 9th. Michael Vick 7, Michael Penix Jr. 9. So good. No good. So I guess if the Vikings did this, it would be Christian Ponder and J.J. McCarthy. Yeah, I guess that could work out. Speaking of Ponder, Sam Ponder, who still has most of Vikings Twitter blocked. It happens. But all right, so this is Sage Steele, Sam Ponder, formerly ESPN, Rex Ryan, Grant Puba on ESPN. I mean, Rex Ryan's great on TV. He was a very good defensive coach. He's better on TV. So there you go. But Rex Ryan, 4th of July, just here to bang. That's a great shirt. That's a great shirt, and it's so on brand with Rex Ryan. It's not even funny. Not even funny, man. There you go. Lastly, so we talked about how the Vikings don't really have any throwbacks because they haven't really changed their uniform over the years. But Washington, the commies, baby, they're back. Baby, come back. Now there's talk about changing it back to the old name. We'll see. I don't know. I have no strong feelings either way. But these uniforms are really good, right? And this is a throwback to, they call them their Super Bowl throwbacks. Yeah. But also this reminds of the Sean Taylor days, Rest in Power. So good because remember, like, Washington won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. Like, Joe Gibbs does not get enough credit for that. And that 91 team that beat the Bills' ass in the Metrodome, Gloria Estefan, the Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, that might be one of the better teams in NFL history. Absolutely. And like the Hogs getting it done up front. I love it. It's a good color scheme. And also I love that they're potentially going to build a stadium back at the old RFK site. I feel like DC and the NFL is better when Washington's actually like competent. They haven't been competent for years. But hopefully our guy Jaden Daniels takes them to the promised land. And by that, I mean takes them to the NFC title game where they lose to the Vikings 70,000 times. Remember Darren Nelson. That's all. That's it. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Thursday, Vikings news dump. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best thing to do. Skol. Production value.